Wow. Hello and welcome to Find Your Beach.
Welcome. I forgot I'm still asleep. Sorry, I forgot we were podcasting.
Rosebud.
Should be good.
Rosebud, she tried to take her life last night. She tried to take all the melatonin, because the reality that we live in is too dark.
Oh God.
It's the obviously I'm kidding.
It's not fair that you started podcasting. I'm not ready.
I know.
Why did you do this?
Because this is one of the only advantages I get in our relationship is technology.
Is when to press play?
Yeah.
Record?
I'm the producer.
That's what I think of that.
Alright, well the world's gonna know that you've abandoned all your cotillion training. All your, what's it?
Cotillion.
No, but what's the finishing school?
Finishing school, yes. Yeah. I didn't finish. Last night or the school.
Wow. We didn't even try to have sex, so I don't feel bad about that. Yeah, so day 3.
How you feeling?
I'm good. I think I got a little scared last night.
Really? Watching Outbreak?
No, reading kind of about what happened in Italy.
What happened in Italy?
Just a
I mean, I know that they're all like quarantined and everybody's fucked. And everybody keeps going, we can't let what happened in Italy happen here. And I'm like, okay. I guess stay inside.
They ran out of pasta.
No! No!
Yeah, they couldn't have any pizza or
No!
pasta or gelato. No, a lot of people died. So don't make fun of it.
No, that is sad.
I think the thing to make fun of though is that this is very...
They ran out of pizza.
They ran out of gold. They ran out of gold chains
chains
to wear to their teen cousin's wedding.
This is fucked. This is fucked up.
But no, the one thing that I do want to make fun of is that all these health professionals, like pretty much unanimous around the world,
Yeah.
are like, hey, take 2 weeks and just stay the fuck away from other people. Stay indoors. Stay out of the fucking games. Stay out of the theater. Don't touch your face.
Don't.
If you feel sick,
Lick your lover's eyeballs.
And we have been doing that. We've been licking each other's eyeballs, but I mean, we're gonna get infected.
We probably are.
But I heard that in all...
I was coughing all night last night.
I heard that in all the major cities, motherfuckers were out celebrating St. Patrick's Day last night. Like, full bars.
Are you serious? What, in New York?
New York, LA, San Francisco, Chicago.
People weren't out in LA last night. Really?
Yeah. Babe, we're in our house. We don't know. We're being responsible 30-somethings.
I just thought if I was in my house, everyone else would be in their house.
You'd think. That's what you'd think.
Now I feel like I missed out.
You got FOMO?
Yeah.
Because God knows you go out and celebrate St. Patty's Day. You're a big...
I'm Irish. I'm a full-blooded Irish woman.
She's part Scandinavian. Don't get it twisted.
The short part of me is Irish. And let me tell you something. That's the dominant gene.
But we're in a literal pandemic. This
Yeah.
is a literal pandemic.
It's very serious.
And people are...
It actually is.
No, but people are still like, that's how dumb we are as a society. That like, it's a pandemic. Like, do you think anybody during the Spanish influenza was like...
You know what I say? I say the people who are out partying during a pandemic, let them go. Let them go party. Oh wait, they can actually infect other people. Fuck. I was gonna say we could just lose those. We could
I
stand
wish.
to lose those.
I wish that that's how it worked.
Yeah, me too. Anybody who marches in the St. Patty's Day parade, I think we can.
It's canceled.
We can pretty much get rid of them.
Here's what I would say.
They can go in their own box.
If you don't listen to my music or to my comedy albums on Spotify and Pandora, you can go. If you don't listen to this podcast,
you can leave.
You can go.
If you corner me at a party and tell me about a traumatic event that happened from your childhood within the first 5 minutes of meeting me, you can go.
You can go. That's a here's your sign.
Yeah.
Here's your sign.
Yeah. If you're a close talker, you can go.
Dude, that's what they should do. They really need to employ. We need to get the Blue Collar Comedy Tour back together. We gotta get them back together.
This is how we're gonna cure the pandemic.
They'll be.
We gotta get Jeff Foxworthy,
Ron White,
Bill
Engvall,
Larry the Cable Guy.
And they
get them on the road.
They need to be our PR team.
Yeah, and they're gonna fucking get everybody. They're gonna cure everyone.
Do this for the Midwest.
Do it for the Midwest. Gather your audiences.
But what about this? Hey, are you feeling sick right now? Do you have a cough and a
cold?
fever? Here's your sign.
If you're feeling a little bit woozy, maybe some chills that come and go,
you might have coronavirus.
If you're Tom Hanks and your wife is Rita Wilson, you might have coronavirus. Good God.
How about this? Did you go to the grocery store, buy all your stuff?
Did you ever
get plenty of supplies? And I can't do a very good lyric.
It's really bad. It's really bad.
And then you go and you get her done. Wash your hands. Get her done. I don't really know what he sounds like. Can you do him?
Give me a line. Oh wait, hold on.
It's not a if. Get her done.
Get her done.
Oh yeah, that is it. He has a little high pitch.
Get her done. I did it.
So all of them have slogans, and then I think Ron White's kind of always been the outlier, so he would just be like, tater salad. They call me tater salad. His slogans would make no sense. His slogans would be absolute nonsense.
He's like, I just came up to mention a little bit of tater salad.
Did you get a...
And everybody's like, bah!
Did you get a fifth of whiskey and a pack of smokes? They call me tater salad.
I think this is spiraling out of control.
This is chaos. You know it's chaos. You endorsed the chaos.
That's true. I did.
Do you...
Our bodies are starting to look gross in the mirror.
Yeah, we've been getting... Speaking of the Blue Collar Comedy Tour, we've been getting fat, you guys. We haven't been getting fat. What is happening is we're filling our bodies with garbage. We're buying food and then we're eating all of it in one day because we're not used to... We're New Yorkers. We're not used to having food in the house. Yeah.
When we have it in the house, we eat all of it.
We have been...
We're like, oh, we got delivery. Better finish it before it goes bad.
Yeah, we've been buying also, like, we'll buy all the necessities, and those are fine. The necessities are all here. But then we'll always buy, like, a little treat, little snack. Hey, this will be good in case we run out of, the
main supplies.
Gone.
In a day.
Gone
Finished.
Sometimes before we get home.
Down the gullet.
Right down the gullet. And then also, I had to suspend
your Equinox
Equinox membership to be a responsible citizen. That's the only reason I did it. It's not because I have any kind of cash problems. And I'm getting thick. Hiking doesn't take off the
Getting
pounds.
a little thick.
I'm getting kind of thick.
You want to show people your gullet?
Oh no, I can't even look at it. I have a gut right now, dude. Did you see that thing?
I did.
God, that's terrifying.
I saw it. It's burned into my mind.
She's not gonna fuck me. She's not gonna fuck me till I starve for a week.
Listen, I'm not gonna fuck you until I starve for a week. I don't want to look at myself. You know when you're like at that place where you, well, you wouldn't know this, but if you're listening, you know, you're on all fours and you look down and you're like, am I a farm animal? That's how I feel right now. That's how I feel. It's disgusting.
I've felt that before.
Have you?
Yeah, because sometimes I'll do a plank or I'll do a cat-cow.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta get on all fours. I mean, I'm not taking it like you are. I haven't been on my...
I was just talking about stretching.
Hey, real quick, I want to take a second to appreciate some people. Some people have been really generous. I want to say shout out to some of these people who have just been really fucking showing the fuck up.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Guys.
Some of these people are from the old one. But I want to shout out Courtney Campbell.
So sweet.
I want to shout out, dude, Megan Ardizzo. Megan Ardizzoni. Coming through with the $10 a month. You are a fucking hero. Sarah McClellan. And then of course we got our old
Smeet and Trevor.
Smeet and Trevor really fucking showing the fuck
Sarah
up.
McClellan, Sam, Megan, Matthew Reed, Laugh to Live.
Those are old ones. Don't ever say their names. I wish there was a way to... I can't...
Ben Schofield. Mr. Moneybags. Getting paid leave from work, I'm guessing. Guys, thank you so much. That means a lot. It really does.
Well, anyways, we appreciate what you've done. And
we really do, because let me tell you something. Getting up every morning, talking to this guy for your entertainment, it's not my favorite thing.
Not easy.
I don't like it. I don't want to look at his face anymore.
Yeah, it makes sense. I don't want to look at my face.
We watched Outbreak last night. We should tell them about that.
We watched Outbreak, and
we've watched Contagion. We watched Outbreak. We also watched the first episode of Pandemic, which was a documentary on Netflix that is specifically about how poorly the U.S. is prepared to handle a pandemic.
It's also so weird because...
It's so weird it came out a month ago.
It came out a month ago. It was like they had it locked and loaded, and they're like, "Oh, there's going to be a pandemic. Let's rush into this."
Yeah.
It's almost like people for infectious diseases. That's the pack.
Yeah.
The pack is the people for infectious diseases. They're trying to get infectious diseases out there.
They're trying to spread the word. They're trying to just make sure people endorse them.
And then, but anyways, it's like it
opens up with people marking a mass grave.
Yeah.
And I saw that. I saw all the numbers. And I was like, I hope that I'm down there on the left.
I think that it's hard to understand what the guy was saying last night, the kind of statistics guy that I was reading you the quote from. He said that tens of thousands of people will die in the United States before the end of this.
Tens of thousands.
Yeah.
All right, well, you guys start saying your goodbyes now, I guess. I don't know. Listen, I don't know how to ease people's fears here, except to say, embrace death, prepare yourself.
Steel yourself.
Steel yourself against the possibility, because...
the moment you own it.
It's coming. I've said it before, I'll say it again. It's coming for all of us.
You're gonna pop.
I just hope that
eat a donut.
What?
I was just rapping. I'm sorry, I was just being nonsensical.
Were you rapping? Do you want to rap for the people?
No, I can't do that.
No, you should.
I will never rap publicly again.
Why?
Because it ruined my career once. I'm not going to let it happen again.
What happened?
I put a rap album or a rap track on my last album. It's a secret track.
You did.
And I was very high, and it was not good, and it wasn't funny. So it was just, for some reason, at the end of a comedian's
sad
album,
white man rapping
was just a 31-year-old man just rapping for no reason.
Andy, that's the worst thing I've learned about you.
I know. I'm not happy about it. It was like a freestyle, and it was supposed to be funny, but I was so high that I just did one take.
Andy.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing I've learned about
Well,
you.
I've had it scrubbed from the internet.
Okay. I feel a little bit better.
Can you still marry me?
We'll talk about it later.
Jesus Christ. I think we better take a minute to shout out our dog with a howl moment. Let's switch things around. Ready?
Good boy.
That's a beautiful howl. You did a very good job, Charlie.
Great job. That was a howl for the end of our relationship.
Pretty good, gross eye booger. If you guys don't know, Charlie Baker is our puppy dog, and I'm gonna put together an Amazon wish list. You can actually, you'll be able to send stuff to Charlie.
Please stop asking for people's money.
No. This is for Charlie treats.
No.
So they can send us Charlie treats.
No.
What can I do with?
Andy.
I'm not foraging for us and the.
Stop trying to shake people down. Okay? We're fine. We're in a nice house. We got Patreon subscribers. We're gonna be okay.
I know
Andy
we're gonna be okay.
is freaking out financially. I need you guys to know he's flipping the fuck out. Like he won't let on. Like he doesn't openly freak out about it, but you can tell because he's constantly scheming. You know, when we're on the podcast, he's like, "We're starting a wish list. We have a Patreon. You could also Venmo us."
I'm not a drug addict, and you can Venmo me.
You sound like you sound like a drug addict. You sound like you're ready to sell the TV in the apartment.
I am ready to sell the TV in the apartment because I got a bigger TV sitting over at my old place, and I would love it to be bigger.
That's not even your place. It's your ex-wife's home.
It is empty? All right, hold on. We gotta switch this around. This is going this is not funny, and it's way too personal. And let me tell you one goddamn thing. I am still the man of this house. And if I want to fucking scheme, if I want to be a fucking scammer, I'll be a goddamn scammer.
Okay.
Because sometimes this is people's business, okay? Sometimes people have a bank, and they get to scan you through fees and interest and things like that. Well, guess what? I don't have a bank. I got a podcast that's 3 days old.
Let me tell you something. This was really, no joke, I was getting a little turned on.
Thank you.
Until you said I don't have a bank.
You know how in old movies where like a guy wants to kiss a lady and he goes, "Listen, one goddamn second, Diane," and he like shakes her.
And then he kisses her?
That is Rosebud's kink. Rosebud's kink throws off the entire Me Too movement because she wants to be shaken into love.
I do. I like it. I like it.
She wants to be abused into love.
I don't want to be abused. Just a little shake. Just a shake here and there. Shake me up. You know? You gotta have your head shaken up just to kiss a man.
Yeah.
Because they are a bad decision.
Mm-hmm.
And I like to make smart decisions.
Since you got sober.
Since I got sober.
Well, since you got 6 years sober. Anyways.
True. True.
Rosebud, have you thought any more about survival tactics? Things that you might, have you scenarios?
Right. Well, I was thinking about martial law.
Mm-hmm.
Now, from what I understand, martial law is when the army and the military decides to take over against the president. They fight back against the president, and we join them. And I was thinking about all the things I could turn into a helmet within the house. Right now, I could crack that guitar in half, and I could use half of it as a shield.
Mm-hmm.
I could also use a leg of the piano.
Wood.
I could use the leg of the piano with the wheel on the end of it to stick it through somebody's eye.
Okay, I just want to...
It's going to be a lot of blunt force, but if I hit them hard enough, and I am very strong, it will go through their head, damage their brainstem, and take them out forever. They're done.
Do you mind if I just clarify something?
Yeah.
Martial law is something that the president imposes. So that's... The president basically supersedes all martial law. It suspends the Constitution. It suspends all police force are basically, they just become part of the military, and the military hits the streets. And so, like, let's say there's something where it's like you have to stay inside your house, like, which is what they have.
Wait, so you're saying that the military is not on our side?
No, we are one side, and the law, military, government is the other side.
Okay. That's going to take some revising, but...
Oh, can I show you something funny?
I still think we can turn a lot of things in this house into a helmet. Don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think
we might
even... If I put a
strap on one of these ceramic bowls, we'd be fine.
There's 2 boxes, too, or 2 bikes. Boxes. There's 2 bikes, and...
oh, yeah, I saw the bikes.
Shut down NY.
Shut down NY?
I'm trying to... Okay.
Are you saying there's a shutdown in New York?
I wanted to...
I heard that everybody in New York is really bad at social distancing. That's what I heard yesterday.
Yeah, motherfuckers were just hanging out.
In Prospect Park?
Yeah, they were just like, it's sunny out, though.
That's stupid.
Do you know how many old people there are in New York that will... Like, just imagine, like, the guy on the 3rd floor at our apartment.
Yeah.
Like, what he would do. You know what I mean? Like.
Yamanika Saunders just said, y'all started a podcast? Please send me the link. I need to hear it so I can keep some sanity. Your guys' love gives me hope.
I love Yamanika.
I love Yamanika so much!
Is Yam still out here?
No, she's in New York.
You guys, if you don't know Yamanika Sanders, you're tripping. But
oh, please, he doesn't talk like that.
I do talk like that.
You don't need to code switch.
I did not code switch. Mm-hmm. Also, I grew up going to school in the hood. I'm not code switching, all right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not some fucking Matt Rife head ass kid putting on a fucking code, okay? I've been had my hood pass, okay?
Andy, please stop.
Are you kidding me?
Andy?
I wore a red rag in 7th grade because I was down with the Valley Hood Pyroos.
What the fuck is that?
Bloods.
That sounds like it was just your high school mascot.
Okay, you just offended a lot of Bloods.
I did?
Yes.
And they're all listening?
And they're probably listening to this
all
podcast.
Listening to
they
this.
love podcasts.
Yeah? They're really into... The Bloods are into podcasts.
We just maybe lost an ally. Are you kidding me? We're gonna need the Bloods when the shit hits the fan. I had a whole thing set up. The Bloods were gonna help us make it to the safe zones.
What safe zones?
The places where it's safe. The zones where it's safe. I'm trying to look for this tweet. Anyways,
Bloods don't want to talk to you, Andy.
Okay, now you're being rude. I have some very good friends that are Bloods.
No, you don't.
She doesn't know what she's saying. I did. What I wanted to talk about was, so there was this guy who's he's like a statistician, and he looks at like number patterns and things like that within world data. And he basically said that with this pandemic, if we don't shut down our cities, we could have a full-blown like societal lockdown, which is what they have in Italy, and we probably will have it. It's what they had in Wuhan. It's what they had, and I don't think that that's that big of a deal to be like, hey, we need to shut everything. We need to bring in the military to enforce this. I don't actually think it's that big of a deal. I think humans have a tendency to be pretty selfish and irresponsible. But so he's saying that, like, basically what needs to happen is all public functions need to close. Everybody needs to go indoors. We set up schools as places to feed people. We put, like, instead of delivering mail for a week, the post office, like, we kind of deputize those people to go check on, like, people who are elderly and just, like, turning over the system. And, like, there's so many tweets in the replies that are like, okay, hold on one goddamn second, Mr. Mussolini. This is a democracy. Hold that,
would you just wait just a second, all right?
My grandfather
just
didn't
cool
die.
Your minestrone soup, all right? Put the fucking top on your soup can.
One of the things that was so
it
funny.
It just makes no sense. They start making no sense at all.
Yeah, why
don't you put the laces in your hat for a minute?
Put the Chevy Blazer in park.
I'm just saying, no, it has to make no sense at all.
Oh.
Why don't you put your Chevy Blazer in your front sunroom?
Yeah.
All right?
Why don't you park the car in the park?
You're not understanding the
No,
game.
I get it. Why don't you put your hat in a tree? Okay, there we go. No, but it's so funny because all these guys were like, we live in a democracy, and if people want to do what they want to do, they're gonna have to do it.
You gotta let them do it, all right? If people want to walk in Central Park in the middle of a pandemic, who the fuck are you to stop them?
If I want to go down to my local bar and lick somebody's face and then go back to my apartment that I live at with my elderly parents and I spit in their face and I say, you never done nothing for me. You never done a goddamn thing for me and I don't know your shit.
And then I want to walk down to that bar again just to lick a peanut tray. And then I want to walk back to my house and say to my elderly parents, and another thing.
And then I go outside and I spit my hands and I touch all the crosswalk buttons. And I hand out papers. I put papers on every single windshield, even though I don't know why a single person has a car in Manhattan. It makes zero goddamn sense.
And it makes me so upset I could spit in their windows while they're driving them.
And I printed out literally.
Charlie's upset.
I get it, Charlie.
He doesn't like us.
They're
doing construction next door. It's a good time to do construction on your home. You definitely don't want to be caught in a pandemic with a roof on your house.
Charlie, do you want to do a house sesh? All right.
We already. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Hey, you done?
We're listening, guys. Charlie has lost his goddamn mind. Get up here. Be a part of the team.
Yeah, okay. He's having a hard time, as much of a hard time as we are. But anyway, so what do you think the chances are that martial law starts taking over, Andy? If New York doesn't shut down?
I think that's May.
May.
I honestly think in May, the hardest part of this whole thing is we got a nice spot right here.
Yeah.
But there's a good fucking chance. Actually, now that I think of it, I was about to be like, we're going to have to go back to New York in the middle of this thing. We're going to have to figure out how to get back to New York. They're not going to let us travel.
Yeah.
Those poor sons of bitches that traded places with us.
They're stuck.
They're stuck in our place. We're stuck in ours.
They're stuck in our place next to Joanne, my neighbor.
And you know what I just had a thought about? Because I am fucking scheming.
What is it?
They're probably going to erase all debts.
You think they're going to erase your debt?
They're going to erase all the debts. We're going to be back at zero. Everybody's going to go back to zero.
Really?
I hope so.
I think you just got a little hard thinking about that.
I have so much debt. It's...
Uh-oh.
Oh my God.
What?
I think that was a hummingbird that just flew into our window.
Oh my God.
That's never good.
The hummingbirds are getting confused.
You guys, we have a tree outside of our house right now. It is full of hummingbirds. It's so bizarre. Rosebud can't see them because she's blind, but...
I really can't.
You guys, I have to go help Kenny DeForest move. Him and Sashir Zamata are moving to a bunker because she got that SNL money. But I just want to say...
We're wrapping it up already?
Unless you want to go solo.
Well, I don't want to go solo. That's kind of lame.
We got to do a short up today.
That's sad.
I know, we were having so much fun.
We needed to prepare them for this beforehand. You can't just throw things at podcast listeners and just expect them to roll with it, okay?
Well,
they're creatures of habit.
When they download the podcast and they see the time codes, they'll get it.
They're going to be disappointed before it starts. They're going to be like, these people have let me down.
Maybe we can do a late pod.
Yeah, maybe we can do a double header.
We are going to be doing a couple things later tonight. We're going to be updating the Patreon with a video welcome from us. We want to thank everybody who's donated to the Patreon.
Thank you so much.
So nice of you. And then we're also gonna kind of figure out how to incentivize this by doing some live stuff, some Q&As, and also some supplemental content.
Yeah.
You know, some instructional
We're going to
videos.
come up with some tiers for you guys, okay? Anybody who's donated to the Patreon, we're going to have some benefits, some tiers, some tiered benefits that we come up with. And
also tears. We're going to cry.
We're also going to cry.
On video, collect those tears.
Yeah.
And if you are in the $50 tier, you get those tears.
Yeah. In fact... Actually, I think if you're in the $5 tier, $5 or less, we were just going to send you videos of us crying.
Yeah, but if you are in the $50 tier, you're in the tears tier.
What, we're going to send them a bucket of it?
I mean, I don't know how much you're going to cry. I'm going to send them one of those
we're gonna have
health
to
shots.
Squeeze yours out.
No, it's okay. We'll watch the movie Beginners and Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
That's what does it for you?
Sexually.
Okay.
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
That's why you've been having me say
bang,
that.
Chitty Chitty Bang. Yes.
Okay.
Anyways, you know what else I was thinking? It's funny. Last night we had Michael Blaustein over for dinner.
Yeah.
We made him sit outside, but he did get to eat off the plates that we brought to him in a hazmat
We
suit.
gave him a marker and some paper, and we talked like that through the window.
I was thinking that we should have a live comedy show with no audience.
Yeah.
Where we do an Instagram live, and then we let comics join our Instagram lives.
Yeah.
And they can run their bits.
I love that idea.
Isn't that fun?
That's so fun and so lonely at the same time.
It's sad.
It's just comics bombing for each other?
Yeah.
That's a beautiful idea. We're doing that. Let's do that tonight.
Yeah, we're going to do that tonight. So anyways, I'm going to try to stay up on this. Video is coming. We were trying to figure out how the best place to post the video versions of the podcast. We're going to start putting everything... It's right now it's all on its own channel. It's probably going to end up on Rosebud's YouTube channel, and then it'll be tagged in the Find Your Beach. But it's cool that I think we have like 15 to 20 subscribers right now. So we'll figure that out by the end of the day. And then also, if you can, support the Patreon. If not, just subscribe. Any kind of positive review. I don't think we're actually on the iTunes
is
page.
still approving us.
But we are on everything else. So if you listen to us on Google,
Spotify,
Google Docs, your father. That's Christopher Walken. But if you Stitcher,
it's like a Twitch he has.
Yeah. It's just every time I say Google Docs.
Yeah, it's only that.
Is there anything you want to say?
Just follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Rosebud Baker, and I'm Andy Haynes. And
does my episode of Devil's Podcast or Devil's Advocate come out tomorrow?
Devil's Advocate, I believe your episode comes out tomorrow. Yeah, I have my own podcast, Devil's Advocate, on Spotify and iTunes, so you can subscribe to that as well if you haven't already. And that's it. You guys, I feel like we did a lot of plugging in this episode, so I apologize for that.
I don't think we did that much.
We did lots of shouts out and plugging, but it's fine. I think,
it's a Sunday app.
And it also gives you guys a chance to know that we appreciate you. You know what I mean? We take the time. We want you to know. We appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
We're so bored, and this is really giving us a sense of purpose because, otherwise we'd be out there making cash.
For sex?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd be sex workers.
We'd be out there fucking selling our booty holes.
Yeah. And I can't go back to that.
We can't.
And can't go back to that.
This poor man, he's been through enough.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a balding gene in my family. This is all from
the entertainment
the stresses
industry.
of being a sex worker.
Yeah. Well, I call it the entertainment industry so that he doesn't feel shame.
You don't know how many leather couches I've been on in the Burbank area. All fours. Dressed like a tennis champion. Sucking on a baby's bottle.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you're out of there now.
Thanks, baby.
And you're going to be okay.
Thanks, baby.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
We love you guys.
This is Find Your Beach.
Find your beach.
Bye.
Bye.